Right, so 50 odd years ago, a bunch of alcoholics attempting to play football kicked the shit out of each other, and because of that, I have to hate a football club I've only seen play live once in my life. Makes total sense, doesn't it? But no, seriously, Leeds Chelsea is a huge game. And with us seemingly hell-bent on spending our Thursdays next season playing away at Dynamo Borat and Locomotive Farmers, and Leeds facing the consequence of letting an American run a football team, it's actually a pretty big game for both sides. Get to Nottingham Station and get on a very small northern train to Leeds. Spend the journey looking out the window and realising how ugly the tickets were. They're so thin and long and bright yellow, it really was a disgrace. And now I fully understand why Chelsea fans hate Leeds so much. Getting to Leeds and I've got a bit of time to kill, so have a wander around, as it's one of the few big UK cities I've never been to before. Although walking is tiring, and after 5 minutes I duck into the spoons and wait for my mates to arrive. When they get there, we have a quick moan about how we're going to lose 3 cup finals in a row before heading to another pub that's rumoured to be even cheaper than the Spoons. On the way to the pub, we pass a stall selling street sweet corn. What is that? It never amazes me how weird the northern diet is. Find the other pub, and you know what? It's great. It's quiet, cheap, with outside seating, and the Chelsea are nowhere to be seen. I was on the verge of actually enjoying myself before we decided to leave and take an overly long Uber to some divvy away pub near the ground, making sure that we took over the Leeds Surface Crew's main brunch spot on the way. This away pub is packed with the Chelsea and the beer queues are well long. They're serving double pints which give me flashbacks to Southampton away, but we just get them anyway as we can't be asked to queue up again. Outside there's the usual song singing and pint spilling and it winds me up. Why can't football fans just sit down with a beer and chat to their mates like normal members of society for once? It's like these fucking morons can't understand any sentence that isn't structured like the chorus of Sloop John B. Thank God this is the last time I'm doing this season. Eventually the twats leave and I can force down my disgusting lager in peace before walking to the ground. Getting into Ellen Road was actually a big moment for me. It meant for the first time in my life I'd been to all 20 of the current Premiership grounds, and it really felt like something to be proud of. I had my graduation this week, but that honestly felt like a more significant moment in my life. We start well, really well actually, as within 5 minutes Mason Mount curls one into where the owl sleeps and we cruise from that point on. About 20 minutes after that, Dan James slides into Kovacic and the away have a collective heart attack, as if he's injured for the cup final, then we are, to put it in tactical terms, fucked. James is sent off and the Leeds fans are fuming as they think we're still playing in the 1970 final. The game is basically won at this point. We're knocking it around, having a sing-song, and seeing off the end to a truly mental season. There's a stoppage on 40 minutes, couldn't really see what happened, but it was an excuse to go down to what might be the worst concourse in the league. It was so crowded and took forever to get served and find a place to stand. Sort it out, Leeds, have less windows and more bars. I hadn't eaten all day, so my meat and potato pie tasted way better than it had any right to do. Head up for the second half and get back to our seats a few minutes before Jorginho, Mount and Pulisic combined to put us 2-0 up, and that's the game. Top 4 and Leeds relegation confirmed in one go. We totally bossed the game from this point, as you'd expect, and it's good to see us winning again. I'll just make a point about our support that night now. I thought overall it was a decent end, but at one point we were seeing that "we all wait Leeds scum" chant, and it just felt incredibly rugby league. We're Chelsea, not fucking whole KR, so if we could just knock down the head for next time we played, that would be absolutely class. The news of Inter Milan's Coppa Italia win from the same night must have filtered through to Lukaku as he caps off a really good performance of a goal in the final 10 minutes, and we just chill in preparation for Saturday from then on in. From the third goal to the end of the game and after full time, Leeds fans kept singing and twirling scarves or whatever. It was so embarrassing. Lads, you lost. Just go home. Have a drink. Spend time with your family. Make love to your wife. Seize the day. I guarantee you the 3 hand clap emojis and hashtag fair play off away day versions on Twitter isn't worth the extra hour you'll spend in queues getting home because you stayed to the end. So that's that for this away game and the away games in general for this funny old season. It's been a weird one. Bring on the fucking Scousers at Wembley. All just a game at the end of the day though, innit?
We're gonna play football.